I forgot to turn on my mic. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I forgot. I forgore. Good morning, Gecko. How are you doing? Yeah, let's go, Johnny. I'm so excited. Yep, definitely forgot to turn it on. That's okay. That is okay. It happens. Finally stream at a normal time where I am. It must be a magic of Christmas. Yeah, the magic of Christmas. Also, 2 streams left until I'm on vacay. I did not need to capitalize two because you can't. That just turns it into an at symbol. Just so everybody knows. The last stream until I go on vacation, I think, is going to be on Monday, my usual stream times. I might see if I have time for a collab with Gabi, but I don't actually know. Because I have to prep. Hey, Fiddle Sniper, what's up? Good morning, honey. Your hair looks nice. Thank you, Leon. Thank you very much. Oh, I did so many stretches for my arm. Here's the good thing. My arm feels fine. My arm feels fine. It was a little bit tight last night. Stretched it, took it easy, slept, stretched again this morning. Arm feels fine. Physically feeling it when I put my hand on it, I can feel that it is tight. However, it's not in pain, so that's good. Either way, I am going to be drawing with my left hand today. We will be drawing left-handed today. So you'll get to see. I was clicking. Oh, man. Okay, one sec. I love when my mic clip. That was sarcasm in case you couldn't tell, OBS. Could do any little tricks like drawing it upside down or reverse? No. I don't know if that's an actual trick. Is that something that happens? Is that something people do when they draw with their non-dominant hand? No more crunch? Good. Sometimes it's just a matter of unplugging and plugging back in my mic. And that seems to fix it for the most part. But if there's ever crunchy audio, please tell me. I do very much appreciate it. OBS to be like, you want more crunch. Do you like the crunch? You like the audio crunch? No, we do not. We like smooth, clear audio. It's good that way. Why are you abandoning us forever? Is it because I put a fire in the bathroom? It was just 3 times. You. So it was you. That's okay. It gives a little smoky oak smell to it. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah. I can take neat notes without looking at my notebook. That is cool, actually. I do. I like the comfort of the old Xbox 360 day. It's a psychology trick. You draw better when you don't have a preconceived notion of how it's supposed to be drawn. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Just finished making free badges for a friend of mine as an early Christmas gift. He hasn't seen them yet. I'm waiting for him to respond. I'm freaking proud of them. Oh, that's great, cool. That's so kind. That's so kind of you to do that. I hope your friend likes them. I'm left-handed myself. It amazes people a lot. I don't know if left-handed and neurodivergent are tied usually, but I've been learning a lot about myself lately, so who knows? I have no idea. I know that there is an evolutionary advantage to being left-handed because it's a rare thing. So it means you have kind of an edge sometimes when it comes to like I don't know, boxing. That's the example that people use the most when they're like left-handed people have an advantage sometimes. And it's like, yeah, for fights, I guess. Because no one expects it. Everyone expects you to use your right hand because it's your dominant hand. You tried writing and drawing with your left hand before? Yes, I specifically trained my left hand to do art and writing in case something happened to my right hand. Because I am right-handed. My dominant hand is my right hand. I am going to be drawing left-handed, and it is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So I'm not going to be working on any old pieces. I'm going to be starting fresh with some new ones. We're going to do a little bit of warm up with my left hands and see how it feels. It's going to be neat. Also, hello Jeff. Hello Sapaz. I'm thinking about Thunderbringer. But probably gonna listen to nice chill lo-fi music. Nation Japan, being left-handed would make people think you were an assassin, if I recall correctly. Didn't like Christians also think that like being left-handed was like the devil's hand? What a weird thing to think. What a weird way to do it. Had to do that for work, just unexpectedly hurt my right arm and had to switch. Yep. As an artist, carpal tunnel is a constant threat. So some of us, not all of us, some of us prepare for that by training to draw with our non-dominant hand. It's a really fun brain exercise, as well as it kind of makes sure you have something to fall back on if you do get injured. And that is really, really important. Some people draw with their feet. Like, legitimately. There are not lots of, but like a couple of artists I have seen who actually stream where they cannot draw with their hands, whether it's because they have severe carpal tunnel. Some of them are actually amputees. Some of them don't have hands. And so they specifically draw with their feet and their mouths, and it is fascinating to see. Thankfully, I am I am statistically average in this case, where I'm right-handed and I can draw with my left hand. So it's interesting. We're going to see how good my skills are. Zuchi, so you trained your left hand so that if you hurt your right hand, your left hand was all you had left and things would be all right. Yes. Yes, that is correct, Zuchi. What a fun way of putting it. I tore a ligament in my thumb. My friend accidentally kicked it backwards a long story. Oh, jeez, and I had a cast for 3 months. I got really good at drawing with my left hand. After my hand got better, I lost the ability to write well after a few weeks. It is something that you got to practice and use. So many things are built for right-handed people, so I always explain to my supervisor at work. I write with my left, but do a lot with my right. It just feels I lean one way or another. Even tried to learn baseball left-handed during PE. Something that is interesting to think is a lot of the times, like, doors, at least, like, doors are kind of meant to be opened with your right hand. And I wonder if that affects people with their left hands, genuinely. I don't know. And if there are any people that are left-handed, let me know how, like, how it is different being left-handed. Because you wouldn't think it would be different, but there are very small things I know where it's like writing, your hand might smudge the ink or the pencil. I guess there's like instruments. Some instruments you don't really think about it. They're built for right-handed people. The fingering strings are the left hand, whereas the draws bow or the strumming fingers are the right hand, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's it. I'm pulling my memory. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the left hand is the fingering position. But yeah, scissors are painful to use until you buy left-handed scissors. Oh, really? Oh, that makes sense, actually. Huh. Guess I'm learning to draw with my left hand today. We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn. It's gonna be fun. Fountain pens are often an issue for left-handed. Really? I wonder. Huh. You can swap the strings for the left. Oh, that's actually really interesting, Danielis. Instead of getting like a left-handed guitar, you can literally just rotate the strings over. Oh, that is neat. Huh. I play guitar and I'm left-handed, but I have to play it right-handed to make sure, which makes it more difficult. Gotcha. My apartment room door opens in and left and blocks the light switch. Still pisses me off. Okay, well that's just an apartment built wrong. Power tools are mostly right-handed. Okay. Certain electric guitars won't work. Oh, electric guitars. Yeah. My partner is left-handed. I'm right. It's super easy because we can hold hands while using our main hands. Yeah, that must be a fun benefit, honestly. My job involves swinging an axe, and I have a right-handed axe, but I swing it left-handed, which is worrisome. Really? Wait, how can an axe be left-handed? Is that an actual thing? I genuinely don't know. Aren't axes for both? Aren't they both? Excited and nervous. Has been told the jumble bundle I won is supposed to get here today. Let's go. I hope you get it. My dad uses both hands for everything. He says his left hand is power hand and right hand is detailed hand. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Like, aren't axes symmetrical? Right-handed axes are smooth and clean. Left-handed axes have a weird wave at the bottom of the handle. Do they? Axe handles can be designed to have grooves that fit left or right. Huh. So many of the examples are things that be pretty symmetrical. There are symmetrical scissors for sure, but like modern scissors usually have a curve to them so that you can grip it easier and it doesn't slip and slide in your hand. So I can imagine with left-handed people, it would be more uncomfortable. Power hand versus detailed hand is a good way of putting it. I'm going to see what my left hand is capable of because my left hand is... Last I used it for art, it was not bad. It was actually quite nice. The main thing my left hand struggles with is line art. It's very good at making like a lot of movement pieces, but everything looks sketchy last time I did it. But it looks cool. So yeah, I'm curious. Scissors can't be symmetrical. There's always one blade left in one hand. Really? Meta, yeah, my left is power, right is detailed. Huh. Okay, interesting. And thank you, Darkhead. That is, I do jujitsu and I have to think of every move backwards because I'm left-handed. Oh, yeah. Huh. I guess depending on what sport you use, the tools you might use have to be flipped. And so you have to get used to playing against people who have the majority, a different style than you. I'm left-handed, I had a stroke and I have to use my right. It's very hard. I can imagine, yeah. I can imagine. Can openers suck for left? Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Ugh. Little stretch. I tried blind contour drawing my right hand with my left hand. It's actually turned out near perfect. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Also, before we get started doing that, let me do the redeems and say thank you to y'all because what were you doing while I was stretching? Y'all were doing something else while I was stretching. You got Thunderbringer stuck in my head? Don't worry, we'll get other music in your head. Well, it won't just be Thunderbringer. I do love Thunderbringer, but I cannot just listen to Epic the entire time. I gotta listen to multiple things. I gotta diversify my tastes. So I listened to Cape Town yesterday, and it was quite nice. I like Cape Town, actually. Let me just... I pressed the wrong button. No! Put it back. Put it back. Put it back, silly. There we go. I wanted glasses. I wanted my glasses and my book. You'd think a desk should be symmetrical, but my college had one of those one-piece desks. Oh, yep. Again, there was always a right-handed person who took the one left-handed one. Come on. Come on. Does anyone know who designed her 3D model? Whose 3D model? I don't know. Like, I don't have a 3D model. This is a 2D model. I made it myself. I've never used, I guess I technically have used a 3D model. I made a really quick 3D model for one April Fool's in B-Royd. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Honestly, it was good. Usonius, that's 2D. Yeah, I worked real hard on it. Turned out pretty good, honestly. Let me say thank you real quick. I got distracted. Brain, please. Brain, please. Focus. Please, 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 please. I beg of you. Okay. Device Cereal. Thank you for the earwiggles. You thought it was 3D with cell shading? Thank you. Thank you. That's quite the compliment. But yeah, I want to learn how to 3D rig with cell shading. I've been making some things in Blender. They've been turning out okay. It's a learning process for sure, but I still haven't figured out how to put bones in it. So that is the thing that I am trying to figure out right now. It could be fun. It is pretty fun so far. It's definitely tough learning a new program. Blender is not the hardest program to learn. I'll be so for real. Blender is not the hard one. Unity is the one where I struggle. Something about Unity messes with my brain. But also, Guardian Dragon, thanks for the hydrate. Let me grab that. Wonder. Guardian Dragon, thank you for the posture check. And Drago, thank you for the posture check. I'm going to be stretching my arm because I don't want to get carpal tunnel. So we're going to be doing a little bit of extra long stretches just to make sure my posture is good. Oh. Oh, there we go. And Cole, thank you for the breathe redeem. How long did it take you to make the model? This is like my 5th model for myself. I have made models for other clients. So this is like I think this is almost 4 years of experience now. This model from design to drawing to rigging took about 6-ish months. Maybe a little bit more because I took a break. I burnt out after doing the illustration, and then I took a break and then did rigging, so a little bit more. Arm feeling any better today after some rest? Yes. Arm feels much better now after some rest. Feels good. It's still tight, but it's the same normal kind of tightness that I usually have. So if I stretch it, I can feel the normal amount. And that is not uncommon. Artists' arms are generally tight. They should not be because we should be stretching them way more often. But they get tight very easily because we use them quite often. Honey, where can I find the prices of the model art commissions? Thank you, Jeff. You nailed it. I can't spell commissions that well. There are 2 I's, 2 S's, 2 O's, 2 M's, and it's just like, I forgot the order. But yeah, those are my rigging prices. I'll be reopening commissions in January for models and potentially illustration. I'm still iffy on that one. I gotta figure out the right pricing scale for it. Can you spell Mississippi? No. Cutting you right to the quick there. No. That would be tricky. I would probably forget one of the 4 S's that Mississippi has. Jeez. But also, Cole, thank you for the breathe redeem. I've written a few invoices for my work before. Makes sense. Makes sense. I gotta spell check it every time. I'm like, I think I got it right. Maybe. Maybe. I'll just stare at it for a while and go like, yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Panic. I sent you an email last night about illustration stuff. Apologies if that's too soon or not. No worries. That will probably get sent to me later. Because that goes to my manager. That business email goes to my manager. Not directly to me, because if I put my actual email out there, it would be absolutely flooded. There would be way too much for me to sift through. And so I got someone to do that for me. It's very, very good. It's good to have someone who knows a bit more about like contracts and stuff looking at my emails rather than me. Dark Cloud, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. Keep doing what you do best, you adorable goblin. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Destin, thank you for the 200 shinies. We're gonna miss you, honey. What will we do without you when you leave for somewhere between half a month to a month? Yeah, it'll probably be for about a month. Mid-December to like January is like the busy months for my family, where it's like everyone likes to get together, everyone likes to celebrate, and some people travel, so they come from a little while and they stay longer, and I'm just like, okay. This year I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna come back probably mid-January. They're doing God's work. They really are. Jeez. Not an expert. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Shode, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What? What were y'all doing while I was stretching? Jims, thank you for the resub. Happy 37 months. Howdy. I hope you're doing good. And Road Hunter, thank you for the resub. Happy 8 months. Swisscore, thank you for the resub with Prime. Welcome on back. The big 3-0. How goes it, honey? You doing well today? Yeah. 30 months is so long. Oh my gosh. But yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm doing good. Sorry, my brain went in 3 different places right there. It was pulled. But yeah, I'm doing good. My arm feels a lot better. I'm still going to draw left-handed today, and it's going to be interesting. But that's the fun of it, you know? Mixing it up, giving my arm a rest, seeing how well it does. We don't want to push it, especially if my arm is feeling tight, so that's what we're doing today. And Rainbow Quartz, thank you for the resub. Happy 14 months. Welcome on back. Fighty Vamp, thank you for the 100 shinies. I have to go to work now. Throw bits and run. Have a good shift. I hope you have a good time. And Parrot Pills. Or Patriot Pills. I don't think I have dyslexia. I think I just have lazy reading habits. But Patriot Pills, thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months. Welcome on back. And Drago, thank you for the posture check. Master guy. Meister? The Maestro guy? Thank you for the hydrate. And Logan, thank you for the breathe redeem. Oh, just stretching. It's good for my arms. Oh. Little hydrate. Usonius honestly looks like I'm watching a cartoon. Thank you. Thank you very much. And breathe. I gotta remember to breathe. I've been called parrot so often. Yeah. The word patriot and parrot kind of just blend in my mind, unfortunately. Boy. I just like that all the stream info is on top of the video player now. Yeah, Twitch changed that. I didn't notice until Gabi was streaming, I think on Thursday, was it? Oh, one of these days. I think she was playing Marvel Rivals with Miss Lala. And I saw it and I was like, why is it like this? Why is it like this? I don't know. It's unfamiliar, so I can't tell if it's good or bad yet, but I didn't mind it being on the bottom. Now it feels like it's so much top heavy. Like what's down there? What's down there? It's kind of blank. Hasn't happened for me yet? Huh, maybe it's not a mobile thing then. Unless you're on desktop, then I have no idea. Did I just experience deja vu? No, I said thank you for the posture check earlier, but then I decided to stretch a second time just to spread out the stretches. Jeff, yeah, it's still at the bottom for me? Okay, so it might just be an update that's changed for some people. I think Gabi was like, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. And I was like, I don't know. Twitch is doing so many things, I can't keep track anymore. That is the unfortunate thing, is you cannot plan for whatever Twitch is gonna do. It just does things and doesn't really tell you in a very good way. They go like, oh yeah, we put it on our announcement page. And it's just like, bro, I don't go on Twitter anymore. I went on Twitter this morning, because I was like, let's see how it's going. It's worse than it has been in so long. I haven't really looked on it for like over a month, and I was like, oh, I'm doing great actually. I'm not constantly distracted by rage bait. And then I went on and I'm like, I'm tired already. There's so many like rage bait posts and like long threads of people talking about nothing, and it's just like, I'm tired. I'm getting out of here. And then I went to Blue Sky and I'm like, looked at it for 5 minutes to see art, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then I went on with my day. Pointing at Debert. Hey, Babug, what's good? I hope you had a good birthday stream and debut stream. Or I guess re-debut. The Metamorphosis. Jeff, they're doing a soft launch, apparently. Oh, okay. Okay. Bots talking to each other and accusing each other of being a bot? Yeah. There's so much of that. To the point where I'm like, no. No. I don't think so. Sorry, gamers. I deleted my art from Twitter, and I'm in the process of reposting it now. And hopefully by the end of this year, I will finish posting my 2022 backlog. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with it. So I'll be posting my new art in the new year, is the hope. Yeah, I pretty much exclusively follow artists on Twitter these days. Anything else just wears me out. Yep. Tumbleweed, I have a question. Maybe it's been answered. Do you exercise finger and wrist extenders in your hand? Exercise finger and wrist extensors. I do not. I just do stretches and exercises before I start drawing. I've been slacking, which is probably why my wrist was bad. But also I have been sleeping Nosferatu style, with like my arms crossed across my chest, like I'm hugging myself, and I've been falling asleep like that. That's probably not very good for my wrists, honestly. I should probably like stretch out my arms and not do that. That's probably, how do you sleep like that? I don't know. I don't know how I sleep like that. I do not control what my brain does in my sleep. If I did, perhaps I would do more work in my sleep or do my art in my sleep. But no, body needs rest, brain needs rest. And so I let the brain do what it need to. Good. Just checked my grades for this past semester. I passed fluid mechanics. Just waiting for my thermodynamics 2 grade. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. I hope it goes well. I hope you get good news. Yeah, I kind of sleep like that if I lie on one side, or the recovery position if I lie on the other side. At least you didn't sleep like as if your head is on a desk with your arms crossed under you. I have done that before. If I am too tired, I will cross my arms on the edge of my desk and just lay my head down. And that is the sign that I must go take a nap. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen every once in a while. Wicked morning, Habadi and chat. Good evening, Dingus. I hope you are having a good one. We're going to be drawing with my left hand today. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. Dingy, are you left-handed? Or are you right-handed? Why is it when you're awake, you use only 1% of your brain, but when you're asleep, it's like 99? I don't think that's actually true. I think the whole, like, you only use, like, 10% of your brain is misleading. Because, like, your brain is constantly working. Think about this. Your cells are constantly working. Your body, when you are not using your brain, air quotes, is making sure you're breathing. Your immune system is working well. Everything is running well. You're digesting properly. Your hormones are in balance. That your anything you injured is now recovering. Like, your breathing, your blood flow, everything is being regulated constantly. Your brain is doing so much work constantly. You are using your full brain. Your brain is constantly being used. Your consciousness perhaps may only be a fraction of what your brain is doing, but it is still a big chunk. Dingus. Beauty Johnny. Use all your brain, just different parts at different times in conscious thoughts. That's kind of the trick of the brain. When you're looking at what you're doing one day and you're like, wow, I did an amazing piece of art. I did amazing work today. Why can't I normally do this? And you're like, and someone goes like, oh, it's because you're not using your full brain. It's like, no, you're using your brain is constantly using its full capacity. Like, in some cases it's not, in which case go to doctor. Go to hospital. But it is using it. It is doing the maintenance work. It is doing the invisible work that you do not see. Your brain is not just for thoughts. It is for everything. You don't think about how fast your nails grow. You don't think about how your body is separating what you need and putting it where you need it in your body. And your brain is making sure it's doing that. There's so much. There's so much. The misunderstood and misquoted 10% of your brain was quoted that we only know 10% of the brain. We only know what 10% of the brain does. That sounds way more accurate, where it's like, we don't know how brain work. We do not know how brain work, but it do, and we're fascinated. Because honestly, there's so much of the brain we don't understand. You do if you have anxiety. Okay, yes. You have anxiety, your brain is on overdrive constantly. It sucks. That was the 40s, 50s? Okay. People are still quoting that, and I'm like, please. Please, science has advanced so much further. Please, please, please. It's a brain name. The brain named itself. Fun but disturbing fact. Did you know it takes longer for you to grow back a toenail than it does to make a baby? Huh. I don't know. It takes over 9 months. Okay. Yeah, I can actually see that. Yeah. Yeah. I know some nail biters, and when they chewed back their nails, it took them like a couple years for their nails to grow back. But it did grow back, so that's pretty cool. Science has advanced so much, we are up to a whole 15% of the brain mad properly. Progress! We're learning. Progress is sometimes slow, unfortunately. But we do go. We do learn. Genuinely can't tell if I'm cold or anxious or both. Why is my brain doing? Well, if you're cold, put a blanket on. And if you're not cold after that, you were cold. If you're still cold after that, you might be anxious. Take a hot shower. Also, PJ, thank you for the resub. Happy 5 months. I hope you are doing well. Yippee. 5 months. Oh, man. The whole idea is that if you measured, you only see in like 50% of the brain electrical reactions, which is how it should be because otherwise your brain would fry itself. Amazing to think that we have electricity going through our bodies. Like small amounts of electricity going through our bodies. That is fascinating. I find biology very, very interesting. I'm not smart enough to be a biologist, but biology is very interesting to me. Dennis, instead of being real and explaining that, they just aren't as smart. You know why teachers love that adage? It offers an appealing idea that students have a vast untapped potential. Oh. Everyone has vast untapped potential. Everyone. Not just students. I think that's one of the frustrating things that like is kind of perpetuated by a lot of our culture is like, oh, children are full of potential. It's like, yes, we know this. We know that kids can do anything and pretty much be anything with a proper guidance. But the same goes for adults. The same goes for people who are older and like not children. If anything, there is more potential for growth because there is more sense of agency. The adult can go pursue what they want. Granted, they are limited by potentially their support networks if they don't have that. But the same goes for kids. My favorite response to the 10% of the brain that I found is we are only using a third of a traffic light too. Should we really turn on all 3 colors at the same time? What an interesting way of putting it. Because yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That's interesting. All right, before I get into art, I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich. I made an egg sandwich for breakfast. Oh. It's not bad. Ooh, runny egg. Good job. Good job, honey. Mm. Honestly, studying the brain at all feels like a logical nightmare. Your brain is jelly filled with incredibly thin superconductors that when they short cause either migraines or seizures, and somehow it runs all of this. Yep. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Oh. The brain is so complex. Which is why be gentle with it. There was one thing I did as a kid, which I'm glad I did, is when I played soccer, I was very averse to heading the ball. If y'all don't know what heading the ball is, you can't use your arms or hands in soccer. So you can use your head to head the ball. I was very averse to this. I did not like hitting my head. Occasionally I would do it if like my coach was forcing me, just going like, here, I'm going to throw the ball at you. Head it, head it, head it, do it. I'm very glad that I did not do that very much now, because even small bumps to your head can cause a little bit of damage, and that is not good for you. It is not good for you. So I'm glad that as a kid I was very averse to it and didn't do it very often. Microconcussions. Yes, it's possible to get microconcussions, and you would not really know, which is terrifying, and I'm glad I didn't do that. So, good job, Past Honey. You had good instincts. My biological father wanted me to do boxing. I told him I love my brain too much. Legitimately, I would not mind trying boxing, but I don't want to get hit in the head. I might do it for like fitness reasons one day. I think that could be fun. I don't think I would actually box against someone else, but yeah. Honestly, I think my partner has microconcussions right now. Oh no, PJ. Oh, I hope they're okay. Keep them away from a lot of blue light. Not too many screens. That can make like headaches worse. And I guess be really, really careful. I think you're not supposed to have there's either you're not supposed to have Tylenol or you're not supposed to have Advil. You probably got to look it up because it does something to the brain that can make it worse. So they're at work right now. Oh no. Oh, I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. Yeah, worst case if you are worried, do get it checked out cuz like better safe than sorry, you know. Usually if it's like like a bad concussion, yes, go get it checked out. But yeah, I hope they're okay. I hope they're not doing any heavy lifting or anything. Oh, maybe hit my head against low door frames and ceilings on a regular basis. My nephew, my little baby nephew, he has a hat. He's very cute because here's the thing. I did this as a baby too. Where if you get close to him and he likes you, he will just like bang his head into you and just like snuggle up. And I'm like, bro, buddy, I love you so, so much. It's very adorable right now. But we gotta be gentle with your head. We gotta be gentle with your silly little head. It's got all your thoughts. You're in there. You're in there. That's you. Be gentle. It was bad at one point where I love my little nephew. I love my little nephew. He's so cute. He loves dancing. He loves dancing and music. Oh, he's so cute. He loves it so much. He will wiggle and dance and me being a wallflower in a family of wallflowers will do my best to dance with him and just like move my arms around and do a little shuffle or something. But when he was strapped into his booster seat in the car and we were listening to music, he would get so excited that he would bang his head side to side against the booster seat, and I was like, no, buddy, I don't want to discourage your love for dance and wiggling, but don't hit your head. How do I explain this? You're a baby. You don't understand English yet. I love him, but he needs to get better care of his head. He give me a metalhead? I would not be surprised, honestly. Would be cute. Kazuse, thank you for the ear wiggles. I should look into getting blue light protection when I get a new pair of glasses. Yes, so I actually have a pair of glasses that has blue light protection, so I don't strain my eyes as much. It also allows me to color easier because then I can look at it with my yellow lenses, and then if I need to check the colors, I just raise my glasses instead of having to go into my settings and press a button in my computer. So yeah, I'm gonna press the sauce button. I will kill you! I will kill you! But yeah, I don't actually need glasses. Thankfully, I had my eyes tested and they're perfectly fine. 20/20 vision, baby, let's go. But I'm trying to stop saying I'm trying to get it out of my vocabulary. I'm trying to use them more often, but I do not need glasses. I specifically use them for computer work so that I don't strain my eyes. It's not bad. It's not bad. When I was a kid, my ex-cousin and me were taking turns spinning in an office chair, and one thing led to another. And I hit my head on the metal desk, and there was a small cut to me, and at the time, it felt like it was huge. They took me to the got stitches, and now I'll be fine, but I'll never forget. Oh, I'm glad you're fine. Excuse me. PJ, I don't think it'll ever leave my vocabulary. It takes a lot of practice. There was a game that I was taught in elementary school. It wasn't even a game. It was a game our teacher made us play in front of the class, and it was to work on our public speaking. And what it was is we would take a little popsicle stick out of a jar, and each popsicle stick had a topic. You had to speak about the topic for 1 minute. I think it was 1 minute, but it might have been more. But we had to speak about the topic for 1 minute. We couldn't use the word like or be silent for more than, I think it was like 3 seconds. It was to practice not using filler in your speech. And I hated public presentations. I hated presentations. And so the first thing I would do every time I would go up, it'd be like, and then I would get out. I would be outed, and they would be like, oh, okay, good try, honey. And I'd be like, thank you, and sit back at my desk. Yeah, no verbal buffering. But yeah, thank you, Matt. I'll answer that question in a moment. But yeah, literally, I was like, I know the rules of the game, and I will fail successfully. Turns out, yeah, see, I'm trying to get it out of my vocabulary. But turns out, I was actually very good at public speaking to the point where I competed in a public speaking competition by accident. Because all of us in class were supposed to present. This was later on in high school. I had a presentation. I had to present in French. I had a French speech presentation, where I had to choose a topic, and I chose my favorite topic at the time, which was birds. Birds and owls specifically. So I did a long presentation that was 5 minutes, and I did so well that my teacher went, "You should compete in regionals," and I was like, "No, no!" But I was a little kid, and I was like, I can't say no to an adult because they know better. And so I was like, okay. And then I competed. I did really, really well, but I didn't want to keep doing it. And so when it came time for the judges to ask me questions about my topic, they were like, "What's your favorite bird?" And I was like, easy. I can fail this. Easy. Also, I can't think of answers under pressure. So they were like, "What's your favorite bird?" And I was like, "I don't know." And they were like, "Have you got any favorite birds?" And I was like, "I don't know, they're all great." Ejected from the competition. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Buffers are sort of necessary if you improv on topic, but you don't know to sound even slightly coherent. I think there is a way to get around it. I think taking your time to speak is not bad. Meta, posting this question here for now before I forget once I go on break. If you could answer, how do you adjust the colors on your tablet? Because on mine, the shadows are way darker than they are in Discord. That is a great question. I think that's a settings thing. I don't actually know, genuinely. It depends on what program you're using, what tablet you're using, because there are different ways of adjusting what your screen looks like. I don't adjust what my screen looks like. I use the default. I just use the default. "You're so good at this. You should keep doing it." But what if I don't wanna? What if I don't wanna? I gotta take another bite of my sandwich. What's your favorite bird now that you're a streamer? Barn owl. It was a barn owl when I was a kid, too. Very good. Very fascinating bird. They have asymmetrical ears so that they can hear better. So it's sort of like echolocating. But if your ears were on opposite sides, you would have a better way of understanding how it hits your head. It's fascinating to look at their skulls. Their faces are flat dishes, so they look really alien-like. But since their faces are flat dishes, sound hits them differently. So barn owls are actually really, really cool because they are the quietest flyers. Their feathers are so soft and dense that they're so quiet when they fly. They are really cool hunters. Your southern slipped out when I heard burnout. But yeah, I had an actual answer, but being put under pressure makes me forget the answer to any question I'm asked. Also, I didn't want to keep speaking in front of judges. Barn owls are gorgeous. They're so regal looking. Exactly. They're so regal looking. And then when you see them as babies, they are aliens. They are alien children, and it is so cute. It's so adorable. Oh. They had bald eagle yelling all day. Bald eagles get bullied by crows constantly. Crows are the actual winners of the sky. Crows, raccoons, rats, and cockroaches have the exact same tactic as humans. I'm not even kidding. They have the exact same survival tactics. Procreate quickly, numbers, can survive anywhere. Will bully anything that is threatening out of their community. That's just it. Those are the ones that survive the longest, it seems. So many people are like, who's gonna take over after humans? Will it be the dolphins? I'm like, no. Potentially octopus, but they're too delicious, and animals love eating them. Also, what they gonna do? They got no bones. I think it's crows. Crows is probably the ones. Raccoons got opposable thumbs, so like as soon as their brain starts going, potentially, if they get more bold, maybe. Crab people, maybe. Everything kind of turns into crab. That doesn't mean they'll take over though. That's my thought. Oh. I love crows. I have a pet crow. I named him Felix. I taught him how to say hello. Oh, adorable. I love crows. I love crows. Octopus also have a problem with live mating. Octopus's way of mating is not efficient. Like that's one of the things is like their way of procreating is not efficient. That's why I don't think they'll be the ones to take it over. Goblins potentially, perhaps similar to human. You would think ravens would take over. Here's the thing with ravens: they get bullied by crows. Again, crows get them. Crows bully them. Crows are so cute and smart. I've always wanted one. Yeah, I wouldn't want one. I never want to put birds in the cage. But like, I don't mind like training a crow to come visit me and feeding him. I don't mind that. That's totally fine. The only thing crows can't bully are like peregrine falcons and albatrosses. Yeah. Yeah. The moment the elephants unlock aimbot, images are cooked. I don't know. I don't know. Elephants haven't got the way of procreating that like the rest of those species have though, honestly. Dingus, real. I want people to think I'm some kind of omen when a murder joins me as I step outside. Oh, for real, Dingus, that is absolutely the what I want. It's the crows are my friends. Because here's the thing. If you were a witch, what would your familiar be? Because for me, answer is fairly easy. It would either be a barn owl or a crow. Because hey, crows are very smart. They blend in very easily. But if I want a stealthy, really cool, ominous looking magical animal, barn owl. Barn owl. It would be so cool. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Let me take another bite of my sandwich. A familiar be a chubby little animated cabbage. Oh! It could sleep in a little potted plant. You could take off its outer leaves to use for stew. And then you grow them back. Pig is really cute. Yeah. For me, it's sending letters. I could send letters with a bird. It could be so much fun. Also, if I get lost, birds just fly up, tell me where to go. I'm thinking strategic. I think it's strategic familiars, baby. Hi, ma'am. Love your voice. By the way, have you played Okami on the PS2? It's getting a sequel now. Yeah, I heard. I played it on the Switch. I played Okami on the Switch. It's lovely. I really like it. The fact that the video game combines art with a video game in such a seamless way, beautiful. I love it. Also, playing it on the Switch is a little bit of a hack, just because you can draw on the screen with your finger. It's quite nice. It's quite fun. Alright, I got 2 more bites. Maybe 3. My mouth is smaller than I thought. Almost there. Now. Oh, I forgot I have vitamin gummies. Yippee! I got vitamin gummies. They're my little sweets. Strategic rock. Just let him roll around and cause chaos. No one suspects a rock. And there's also an extension of how you could interface with it. Ooh. On the Wii, though, because you could point at the screen and draw. You can do that with the Switch, too. You can do that with the Joy-Cons. It's very, very cool. I like both. I like having the option of both. But also, it is very much a hack to just draw on the screen, and it's fun. Now. Vitamin gummies. Why does Honey look so adorable eating? Ow. I don't know. Hi, Susan, welcome in. Dang, fiber gummies are stuck to the bottom of the jar. No! I had that at one point. Not for fiber gummies, but just for like my multivitamins. I had to flip it upside down and just wait. What ants is it familiar? Ooh. Here's the question though. I guess it goes specific. Would it be one animal or like a horde? Could that ant talk? Would that ant be the queen? How would that work? Curious. Curious. Also cynical. Or, yeah, cynically. Thank you for the hydrate. And Leon, thank you for the posture check. Perfect. Alrighty, time to get into art. Am I doing the dragonfly familiar? That'd be swell. Ooh, that could be cool. You get a horde if the animal's tiny or smaller. Could be neat. Could be fun. Just Baffy? Gotcha. I'll try to remember that. I think I'd still go with the crow, honestly. Excuse me. Excuse my burp. Oh. Excuse me. Art stream. Art time. Art time. Art time. Oh, baby. I'm drawing left-handed. We're gonna see how this goes. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun and whimsical. Oh, no. Put that back. There we go. Crazy Lefty Gaming. Oh, it's Gary's nose. Pointy. I'm just making sure that the YouTube music I have is connected. There we go. Just gonna start with lo-fi. One of us becoming a lefty. Alrighty, here we go. Let's put on, oh, I'm putting the art glove on my not wrong, but like other hand, my non-dominant hand. I feel like I'm, why did my brain go like, it's your turn at the ball, Cinderella? Why did my brain do that? Alrighty, so how I usually do it is my right hand controls my mouse and my drawing stick, the pencil. I remember what it's called. And then my left hand controls the hotkeys. We're going to have to adjust because I don't want to do too many motions. So my right hand is still going to be in control of the zoom function, but the hotkeys are still going to be my left hand. So it's going to be interesting because I don't recall a lot of the hotkeys. I'm gonna be so for real. My right hand muscle memory is not built up for hotkeys. It's built up for... I'm using the mouse right now with my... So you can... Interestingly, this is what my hand looks like, or my drawing looks like when I'm drawing with my right hand. Let's do this. We'll do this. This will be warm-ups, kind of. I'm not gonna do this too much because I don't want to stress my wrist. But like just for context, this is the mouse with my right hand. And now let's do my left hand with the pen. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's definitely different. So the main difference is mouse has no pressure control. Interesting. Okay. Leon, thanks for the posture check. Time to say goodbye to Control Z for a while. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna work. Not too different, to be honest. Yeah. So the great thing is my brain is still primed for art, composition, and ideas, and the knowledge of anatomy and how to make things look good is still there. But the muscle memory of my left hand is not built up. It is most certainly not built up in the same way. So let's do warm-ups. Let's do left-handed warm-ups. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, I'm trying to draw straight lines. I'm trying to draw the crisscrosses that I usually do. Oh my goodness. This is fun, actually. This is neat. I'm just seeing how the muscle memory is not built up in my arm yet. Oh gosh, okay. Interesting. And usually what I do is I draw circles inside of them. Oh goodness. Oh golly. Okay. Alright. Alright. We'll be alright. We'll be okay. Lucas, thank you for the breather, Dean. Okay. Okay, okay. Looks like my circles. Your circles are pretty good then, honestly. How do you keep your hands when you draw normally? So when I draw normally, my right hand is still on the mouse and it has a pen in its hand. My left hand is on my keyboard because it has all the hotkeys. Right now, my right hand is still on my mouse. I'm not using it very often because I don't want to stretch it. But my left hand is kind of in charge of everything. So we're going to see how that goes. Hey, Subaru. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. Use your pen, mouse, and shortcuts. Yes, I use my pen, mouse, and keyboard shortcuts. I don't use the buttons on the side of my Cintiq. I don't have like one of those weird, cool hand controllers for hotkeys. I really just use what I got. Which is why sometimes my wrists can get tight. My right one, anyways. Okay, that's not bad for a warm-up. Okay. Let's do another one for fun. For fun. Okay, we're gonna do... What are we gonna do this time? We'll do boxes. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. I can feel my brain going like, ooh, I know where they're supposed to be. But the muscle memory, the hand can't quite draw them the way I want. And that's okay, that's how it goes. That's not bad, okay. Now we're gonna just cross them. Okay. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh, okay. Just for my arm. Let me show y'all what a box with crosses looks like with my right hand. I'm gonna be very gentle with my right hand, because this is still warm-ups. But this is what it looks like with my right hand. Like, the difference? You can see the difference in the boxes. I'm switching back to my left, because I don't want to use my right too much. Enter. There we go. Like, y'all can see the difference, right? The pen control, the pressure is so different. My sibling is naturally left-handed. They utilize the buttons on the tablet for their hotkeys. Yeah, that is a smart thing to do. But because I am right-handed, I don't usually set it up like that. So I am in a weird spot for it. Also, let me know if the music's too quiet. I think I have it at the right volume, but I could be wrong. I lean over my tablet like a gremlin. That's bad posture. Meta, no, that's so bad for your arm. You might get carpal tunnel. No, you gotta have a straight posture and look at your screen, almost like you're disgusted with it. You have you're what's it called? A Jane Eyre nanny or something. You know, your offhand skill is better than my primary hand skill. Well, once again, I actually trained my left hand to draw. I trained it so that in case something happened, I would still be able to do art. It's been a year since I've used it, but the training was still there. All right, let's draw a face, a simple expression. I'm gonna use my texture pen because I like using that one. Oh, the muscle memory is interesting. I gotta move my hand because so I have to move my hand. Instead of my hand and my mouse being underneath my Cintiq, I have to move it to the edge of my table because that is how my body balances itself. So instead of my right hand being on the screen and my left hand far off on the keyboard, now I have my left hand on the screen and my right hand not on anything. It's actually sitting on the edge of my wide table. So this changes how things are set up. I'm gonna try to draw myself with my left hand. So the fun thing about this is, even if I'm drawing left-handed, I still have the hotkey F5 and F6 to flip it, so I can see what I'm doing. My arm is much more skilled with sharp sharp, small lines than it is longer ones. So I'm trying to extend those a little bit. I can feel my shoulder muscles working. My left shoulder muscles are not developed like my right shoulder muscles are. Visually, if you looked at me, you would not be able to tell the difference, I don't think. But when it comes to art, I can feel my left shoulder going like, "Oh my gosh, what are we doing? This is new. We don't usually do this." My left side is usually used for support. So some people call their right side their power hand and their left side their detail hand. My right side is my power hand, but my left side is my support. My left side knows how to take weight and how to balance out the rest of my body while my right side does all of the action. So doing the opposite is an exercise. It's fascinating. Yeehaw, neuroplasticity. Let's go. When it comes to right-handed, I feel the same way. It's very fun. I genuinely enjoy doing this. I forgot how much fun it is to go like, oh my gosh, my art is so different, and like my hand doesn't know how to hold the pen. It's so unfamiliar. It may feel unnatural, but I think a better word for that is unfamiliar. Drawing left-handed and with my non-dominant hand feels unfamiliar. And so sometimes people's brains go like, ooh, go back, reject it. You know, I'm more comfortable with the other way. But my brain likes to go like, ooh, this is new. Okay, we're bad at this. This is good. This means we found an area to work on and improve. I like it. Alrighty, on second thought, I'm gonna have to skip this meal. I don't feel like having the usual. Yeah, have something that feels like it would fill your soul. So drawing with my left hand, you can see, is going to be much slower. It's going to be a slower process. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. See if zooming in and making the canvas bigger for me helps. Oh my gosh, my shoulder doesn't want to relax. My right hand's just like, what are we doing? We're in the drawing position. Why are we not drawing? Alright, I'm putting you on in the background while I mark up my latest fanfic chapter to edit. Ooh! So my sync will be at a minimum today. Hope that's cool. That's absolutely fine, Sky. Have fun with your creative endeavors. Ooh! I'm glad you're doing something creative and fun. Hope you enjoy it. So I'm not going to worry too much about the expression right now. This is kind of warm up still, where I'm like, what does my art look like? The pressure of the pen is so different because my left hand doesn't know how to put pressure down like that. It doesn't know how to make the smooth swooping motions that my right hand is more accustomed to. So the style may look like it has a bit of a change, but really it's just the line art that is going to have the change. The actual style of the drawing is not going to have as much of a change. The proportions and anatomy should still be the same as my usual. There we go. Being bad at something is the best. It's like stumbling on a gold mine of micro accomplishments that only you can unlock. Yeah! I can see the inside-out style control room in Honey's head. What is going on? Sound the alarm. Code red, invert the controls. Invert them! Yeah. Because here's the thing. I catch myself when I look at my art. I can see my hand is gripping the pen too much. I can feel that my hand is unfamiliar with this. It doesn't know how to relax yet. And so it will take practice. I worry that if I do this too much with my left hand, because it's not accustomed to it, it has more of a risk of getting carpal tunnel because it's doing so many small motions. Genuinely, what happens a lot of the time with carpal tunnel is you have bad posture and you're doing too many small repetitive motions. So you can see all the small repetitive strokes that I'm doing can lead to more problems down the line. So in order to fix that, I have to train that out of my arm. And thank goodness CS Paint has tools. We're going to make that smaller. Maybe shift this down. My brain tried to do the double tap that you can do in Apple Pens. No, we can't do that here, honey. Good try. Nice try. Even my brain, so my Cintiq is built so that if you flip your pen over, the back end acts like an eraser. And I can do that. I can flip with one hand. I can do the finger twirly thing with my hands. That's just something I've been able to do for the longest time since I was a kid. One of my teachers did it, and I loved watching him do it. And so I tried it, and it worked. But when I do it with my left hand, it takes a little bit more thought. It takes just that extra little bit of like, ooh, this is kind of new. Okay. Welcome an hour early to your stream. Fell back again and just woke up again. Good morning, Mariak. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in, future boy. Myth, sorry I'm late. How's it going? Not bad. Left-handed drawing is going okay so far. I've done a little bit of warm-ups. And now I'm just talking about the process of like what I'm noticing is different. Like I'm noticing as well, I am leaning the opposite way that I usually lean. When I'm drawing with my right hand, I lean this way. When I draw with my left hand, I lean the other way. Because I'm not putting pressure on my shoulder, but I'm using my shoulder's muscles in a different way. So I can feel my left shoulder is kind of warming up. Because it doesn't really know what to do. It's like, this is not our usual skill set. This is not what we usually do. And so we're going to learn. We're going to figure it out. Control Z. The one downside is my hotkeys are set up for a right-handed person, so my left hand is doing a lot more work than it normally would be. Can't get carpal tunnel if you're bad at practicing regularly. Can't get carpal tunnel if you don't draw often enough. I don't know if that's true, but I thought it was funny. Does your mind ever think about going to scratch the screen with your pen? To scratch the screen with your pen? So I draw on a Cintiq, so I'm literally scratching the screen as I draw in some ways. Let's see. Trying to get that usual smug smirk I draw. There we go. Want to correct the jaw a little bit. A little too sharp here. I gotta smooth it out. Here's the other problem. My muscle memory is not built to draw smooth lines. So things change a little bit in ways where I'm like, the line art is not as crisp as I would have liked. I think this eye needs a little bit of an adjustment with its angle. There we go. That works. Yeah, okay. The smugness endures forever. It permeates my style. Left-handed or right-handed, I can still draw smugness. Oh, I got a little stretch. And I just thought of a fun exercise and art challenge for you. Draw yourself, but in two halves. Draw the right side with your right hand and your left side with your left hand. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad idea. I considered drawing one, like a quick sketch piece with my left hand and then recreating it with my right. Because you could see the difference that way. Like there would be a very visual, apparent difference. But I still want to rest my arm, so I don't want to push it. So it's more of a fun little exercise, just to remind myself, like, okay, even if something happens and I can't draw with my right hand, it'll take time and practice. But I will be able to draw again. I think if I had to switch over, like for whatever reason, if I wanted to, or if I had to, switch over to my left hand, I think this would take at least probably 3 months and physiotherapy to get back to the same level. Potentially more time, but a very quick rough estimate would be like 3 months. The indomitable human spirit. I love art too much to give it up, you know? Excuse me. It's a good alternative on that draw yourself in two halves trick is mirroring it. Left hand does the right side, right hand does the left side. Not a bad idea. All right, let's draw my hair. See, I'm missing like the smoothness of the curves of my art. So although the anatomy is not too far off from what I usually do, the curves of my line art suffer more. But that's okay. That takes practice. The last bump didn't quite turn out as good as I wanted it to. No. The nice thing is, like, yeah, my artistic eye is still there, but the muscle memory is not. So this is where the part struggles, where it's like, ooh, okay, how am I gonna convey this if I cannot super accurately do the line art I want? And the answer is, I don't. I just gotta lean into it. Accept the sketchiness of the style for now, because it is part of the learning process. But yeah, the anatomy knowledge is still there, thankfully. The knowledge is there, the practice is not. I gotta move this over. Kind of crazy how people can learn things, though. I've seen a BMX biker learn to ride an inverted bicycle in a week. That is insane. But I guess if you know the lefts and rights, you just need to flip them, kinda, and get the muscle memory down. Myth, currently hanging out in the theater before call time for the show, as is my tradition. We're doing a matinee and an evening show today, so it's gonna be pretty busy, but I'm taking the time preparing everything. That's great! I hope you're having fun. I hope that you're not, well, you've done this a bunch of times. I was about to say, I hope you're not nervous, but I'm like, nah, you probably have things to take care of your nervousness. Honey would draw art with her mouth if she had to. Yep, absolutely would. Honestly, I would probably try drawing with my feet first. Just because if you do it with your mouth, you're gonna have like different neck and shoulder problems. Excuse me. And simply by sitting for a long period of time, you already get that. So I would probably try drawing with my feet first. I wouldn't use a Cintiq. I would probably use my friends called them bamboos because I think that was the brand that used to make them. But they are essentially no screen tablets. They are flat tablets whereas there is no screen. It's just a tracking pad. And then it draws and it shows up on the screen. That's probably the best way to do it. Wacoms, yeah. If you look it up, there are artists that do that. I haven't looked at them in a while, but it does exist. Wacom Bamboo used to run for years till I got my Cintiq. Yeah. A lot of my friends had Wacom Bamboos as their first drawing tablets when they were kids. And I was like, you had drawing tablets when you were kids? Because I did not start drawing digitally until I was in school. And so that has an entirely different thing to it. That has entirely different muscle memories. So yeah, it took me like nearly my first year of school to get used to it. So it was a big adjustment. Huion are the competitors brand for the drawing tablets that aren't screens. Yep. Huion and Wacom are the two most common ones that I know of. Wacom used to be considered industry standard. Now the industry's kind of changed, so you can kind of just use whatever works most of the times. But depending on what you do for work, and if you work in an office with a lot of other people, like you're going to find probably the office will have a standardized set of tech so that if there's a problem, the IT crew can very easily fix it. Like they'll be like, "Oh, we know exactly which type of computer this is. They're all standard." And we know exactly what kind of screen there are. Perfect. A little bit of highlight shine there. And then I always like hatching the darkness of it because I feel like it adds a little bit more depth and life to the character. The eyes are so important for the depth and the expression, but this is a pretty neutral one for a warm-up. There's not really much thought or feeling put into this one, or at least like for the character to experience. This is more of a like, let's see how well I can draw the character on model. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. Hey, Galix, welcome in. My Cintiq is almost 10 years old now. Yeah, my Cintiq's pretty old. I bought a used Cintiq, so it's extra old. But yeah. I prefer pen and paper myself, but I see the appeal of digital drawing. Yeah. Digital is not superior to pencil and paper or paint. It is not superior to them. They are just different mediums. It's like saying, oh, is oil paint better than watercolor? It's like they're different mediums. They can do different things. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Cookbook. So the first part of your stream up until now I've been playing games and listening to you in the background. Now I'm done playing games and I'm going to take you outside. I'm going to start my whittling. Ooh, you're whittling. That's cool. Whittling is a very cool skill. Okay, this is not too bad. Like, this is not awful. The line art suffers for sure, but I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's mix it up. Let's try pushing it a little bit. Let's try a little expression. Oh, right. The canvas is flipped, so my brain is like, how is this going to work? I'm going to try to keep it nice and loose and sketchy for now. See how that goes on my brain. So, okay, we got a nice dynamic, sort of excited feeling expression. Let's try that. Bert, thank you for the hydrate. Let me get that right now. And Leon, thanks for the posture check. Good time for that. I'm busy writing Christmas cards for the last year and this year. No, I'm late with the former, but it's mostly symbolic gesture as I'm now alive and well enough to send them. Ooh, nice. That's great. If I move to Snoot, do you bite the finger? Roll the dice. Let's see, baby. You could try. It's the same when it comes to writing. You can always type it on a computer, but you can also write it down on paper. It all depends on what you prefer and what you're better with. Yeah. It's... I don't think either is superior to the other. They are tools. And tools are very, very useful for what you need them to do. Are you going for a watercolor effect? Are you more skilled with watercolor than digital? Then go watercolor. If you find it's digital is better because you like being able to adjust things after making like strokes and not having to worry about it, digital is perhaps for you. No tool for art is better than the other. There is not one where it's like, ooh, this is the superior, like, end all be all best one. No, I do not think so. Trying to constantly get, oh, I gotta make that smaller. Trying to constantly get the best version of something in terms of like art and find out which, compare them to each other and which medium is the best kind of misses the point of art. It misses the point of art and media, you know? Where, like, think about it. All those remakes of animated films to live action are missing the point. Animation is not the, ooh, we can't do this in live action, so we'll settle for animation. It's like, no, no, no. This works better in animation because it is so fantasy, or because I need to really push these emotions. So animation works better. Animation is a medium that romanticizes life and pushes it and like shows you the really beautiful parts and the bad parts in its extremes, you know, or in its most more subtle extremes. Whereas live action can really make you feel like this could potentially happen in the real world. Neither is better than the other. I don't want I don't want to constantly go for hyperrealism. That is not the point. The point of How to Train Your Dragon is not, ooh, I want it to be live action. This is truly the way it was meant to be. It's like, no. It's meant to be enjoyed the way it was made. It was not limited by animation. It was enhanced by animation. They just don't want to pay animators? Yeah, really. They don't want to pay animators. For me, animation is a way to express yourself and make your dreams come to life. I love animation. Animation is wonderful. It's got so much in it. Everything is a conscious choice, more so than live action. I'm not dissing live action. I love live action films. They're great. I think, in my opinion, horror is a genre that really shines in live action. When I think of animated horror, I can't really think of very much that I have found really amazing. Because, without going into gore, you know, I'm not particularly a big fan of gore. But live action can make it feel more frightening, at least in my experience, because when it looks more realistic, your brain is put into that scenario. Whereas with animation, it is really separating yourself from real life so you can indulge in a fantasy better. I'm sure there are people that are more eloquent than me and can put that in much better ways of saying it with perspectives that I perhaps have not even thought about. But that's kind of like my initial feelings on it, you know? This message tells me I visited the stream at the right time. Welcome on in. I'd be so much more excited for the new Lion King movie if it was in the style of the original. That's the thing for me, is like, I don't need a new Lion King movie. We already have the old one. Why don't we have new ones? Why don't we have any more original stuff coming out? Why is it constantly remake after remake? I want new stories from new perspectives, from people, from cultures and backgrounds that I have not learned about and have not seen. Because if I watch the same thing over and over again, I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to grow as much as a person if I consume the same thing over and over again. As an artist, if I just drew characters constantly and didn't even attempt to learn how to draw backgrounds or color, I wouldn't grow as an artist. I'm doing my best to learn to draw backgrounds. It is a slow and hard process, but I'm getting better at it. I'm learning. I am growing and changing and becoming a better version of myself by challenging myself to try new things. If I don't do that, then what's the point, you know? Well, at least for me. Everyone has different reasons for doing their own things. Mine is like, I love growing and being able to bring my ideas to life and challenging myself so I can bring them to life better. But like, just look at how long this face painting is taking me to do. Like this little face drawing, it's taking me so much longer to do than it would with my right hand. But I am learning. I am challenging my brain in a way that really I don't have to. But it's helping me grow. It's making me realize what I am doing with my more dominant hand and why it's so hard to draw with my left hand. It's great. Want Honey God an anime movie? It could be cool. It could be fun. How are the Game Awards? I don't know. I didn't really watch them. I only saw a couple of the games that were coming out. Kids like bright colors and stuff. Don't muddy the originals with realism. Give them the old movies with all these colors. I miss Technicolor. I don't mean to be one of those persons like, oh, back in the day, but like I miss Technicolor. Technicolor was gorgeous. It made everything in life pop beautifully in their films. But it isn't made anymore. The chemicals aren't made anymore. So the films can't be made with the same methods, and the colors won't pop like they used to. I'm sad about that. Technicolor was wonderful. I really liked it. An indie game, one game of the year? Oh yeah, that PS5 game. I'm gonna be so for real, I had never heard of that game. Like, if it's on the PS5, I haven't heard of it. I don't know what that game is. Because, like, who has a PS5? Really? Also, like, how many games are on the PS5? Like, 3, maybe? You're gonna spend... How much is a PS5? 1 second. I gotta look this up. PS5 cost. Depending on which one you get, it's anywhere from, like, 600 to potentially, like, 1,000, I think? I'm seeing a bunch of different places, but, like... There's a bunch of different versions. Astro Boy's not an indie game, it's a first-party Sony exclusive. I was about to say, yeah, I don't think it's an indie game because Sony and PS5 own it, but maybe I'm wrong. There's 2 actual exclusives. I mean, if I can play it on my PC, I'm just gonna play it on my PC. I'm not gonna buy another console or download another launcher to play a game. Thought it was indie? Yeah. It's so unknown that my brain went indie because indie games are quite often unknown. But no, it's just PS5 exclusive and no one plays on the PS5. So apparently it's great. Like I was talking to Gabi and they were like, yeah, like everyone who has played it says great things about it. And I'm like, that's cool. Good for the game. I'm not getting a PS5. No. If I want to, I'll get a PS3. That way I could watch movies and play games that already exist, you know? Okay, we're getting better with the shapes. I can adjust this shape a little bit. I gotta free transform this. No, come on. Come on, let me just... No, come on. Come on, let me just... Come on. Free transform. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cool. Does that look quite right? Almost. I want to make it bigger so that I can see what I'm doing. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. My time drawing sucks. I have a redeem for it. It's tricky. I have fun with it because this is interesting for my brain. It's a good exercise. But I am definitely drawing much slower than I usually do. I mean, with PS5 and it's alright, but yeah, there's no reason to get it over an earlier PlayStation console. That's kind of my thought. Like, there's nothing wrong if you get it and you really enjoy the games, but for me, because I don't usually splurge on consoles. Like, I got a Switch because I was like, oh, Nintendo. There's not very many Nintendo games on Steam. Okay, makes sense. So I was like, the Switch makes sense. The Switch makes sense to me. It's also extremely portable. Like, it's got a lot going for it. It's great. I don't have to worry about it dying because of next-gen graphics. It's good. Nintendo Switch 2? No, I have a Nintendo Switch OLED, I think it's called. It's not like Switch 2. It's just the newer version of the Switch. How long have you been drawing for? Since childhood? Yep. Since I was a kid. My sketchbook goes all the way back to when I was 5 or 8, I think. Like I've been drawing a lot since then. So I've been drawing for years. I'm drawing left-handed too. This is not my dominant hand. I can draw so much better. But I think this is good too. Okay, let's put some hair on this character. I'm gonna draw him with like a shaved side, kinda. See, the center of the head is here. We can give them like something like that. Hmm. Impressive for non-dominant hand. Thanks. It's the line art is definitely not as good as I would like, but that's a practice thing. So that's okay. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty good expression. I think I can polish it up a little bit with the neck. There we go. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let me scooch it over. But yes, I do commissions. Currently they are closed. They're opening up in January. Specifically for model commissions, I might open illustration commissions, but I'm figuring out the pricing for that right now. I have to reprice myself. It is such a skill, or such a skill. Imagine losing your right hand in an epic battle. Lest we know, at least we know you can work with your left. Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's impressive for drawing with a non-dominant hand. Thank you. It's not bad. I'm trying to just get the hang of it, really. So I'm trying different expressions. I'm very comfortable with expressions, so this is not a bad place to play around with this, play around in the space, you know? What happened with your main hand? So, my main hand yesterday started to feel tight after I did work. And so, just to be safe, I went, okay, cool. I am not going to push it. There's no pain, and it feels better today. But just to be safe, because I have a lot of work to do before I go on vacation in less than a week, I want to make sure I rest it. I don't want to push it and then rest. I want to rest now so I can pace myself and come back stronger. Did you raise your hand? No. Well, I did rest and ice it. Uh, didn't do compression, but I did elevate it. So I've been stretching it out in the mornings and at night too. So that should help. I also got to get rid of so in my vocabulary. It's not bad, but I find my brain kind of finding substitutes for and ah. These are not particularly characters. I am just making people up as I go, by the way. These are not like OCs I have. These are just random faces I am creating. By not drawing particular characters, my brain can relax and focus more on the strength of the expression, which I really like. I find it's very good for warm-ups. Is this just Megamind? Did I just accidentally draw a Megamind? I remember you saying you did body weight exercise, but you didn't have weights. Would you think about buying some? I do have some weights. I use them. I should use them more often, honestly. They're not bad. I have a 10 and a 20. Normally I use the 10s, but sometimes I use the 20s for bigger muscle exercises. Do you have a stress ball for your hand? Yes, I do actually. I have one on my desk. You know what? Good point. I should actually be squeezing that while I'm doing this. Also, hello, Pessel. Happy 26 months. Hope you're doing good. Here, making sure you rest. Good eye. Good eye. I am resting. I'm drawing with my left hand, not my right hand. My right hand is using a compression ball. Or a grip ball. For a 2-leg for Megamind? Ah, I see. Okay. After this head, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I gotta pee. Huh. What if I give him like a emo haircut? Man, is emo even really a thing anymore? I remember it was a thing like I think nearly at the end of my teenage years. But I don't know if it's a thing anymore. Somewhat so? Okay. Go pee. I will. I just gotta finish this hair. Is this emo or is this like surfer hair? Well, surfer hair is longer, I think. It's the swoopiness of the bangs that gets me. All right, that's not bad. I mean, let me see. Okay, let me write with my left hand. Cthulhian, I glance over you drawing me. How you do that? Magic. Let me just do this. B. Oh gosh, writing with my left hand is so different. R. B. Ba. Room. Man, my writing is different, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Honestly, not that bad. Okay. Let me save that. And then, real quickly, I'm gonna run to the washroom. I'll leave you here because the music is very cute and pleasant, so... Oh yeah, this soundtrack has a lot more on it. I will be right back. Bye-bye. You. Why is everything on fire? I'm gone for like 4 minutes and everything is suddenly on fire. Apparently, BR can stand for bathroom break. What does Miss Sanford be right back? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, just got here. Where was drawing her left hand? Yeah, I've been drawing with my left hand today. They're not bad. I think the line art is where it suffers the most, but like my anatomy is fine. My sense of composition and head rotations are pretty much the same because nothing has changed in my mind. It's just the muscles. The muscles, where did they go? They're gone. Well, they're not gone. They're just not developed in my left hand. Nice art. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. More crunch. Okay, how about this? Is it still crunchy? Back to the grind. Take it easy, meta. Let's see, because if this fixes it... not so far. Let me know if there's more crunch. Because all I did was turn my mic off in OBS and turn it back on. Instead of unplugging it, then plugging it back in. So I wonder if it is an Okay, so my mic actually be fine. I have none of the crunches are intentional. So if there is a crunch, tell me. Huh. But yeah, it might be an OBS challenge or a problem rather than a mic one. Mic? Okay. It is the mic. 1 second. I had to go under my desk. All right, let's see if this works better. Like a puppet with her strings cut, very odd looking. Yeah, it does tend to look like that sometimes. All right, hopefully no crunch now, because I would prefer if it doesn't do that. That would be ideal. No crunch, please. No crunch. No mic crunch, please. I might need a little closer. There we go. All the better to see y'all with. I think that was a tiny bit, but nothing past that. We'll keep an ear out. Okay, thank you. Also, welcome in, Failure. I hope you're doing good. All right, art glove on the left hand again. Okay. We're just gonna pretty much do expressions for now until I feel like mixing it up. We can see what comes out next. Wait. Pen. Normally I would kind of try to take suggestions, but because I draw so slowly with my left hand, it's hard to really get things out quickly. Just trying to make it... Trying to get the smoothness of my usual line art here. Because so far that's the main thing I know that is harder to do with my left than my right. It's the smoothness. Is the arc glove necessary? It's not necessary. However, it is a great tool because my hand is sweaty. It allows my hand to slide along the screen nice and easily rather than getting stuck as I do nice long motions. So for me, it helps a lot. I want to make the pupil bigger there. Same thing with the iris. I like these droopy little eyes. How's it feel using good old Lefty after so long? Feels pretty good. I like it. Feels like kind of like watching a kid version of yourself draw, where you're like, ooh, the ideas, but the skill's not quite there yet. You know? Looking at the top right sketch of Honey makes me want to try and draw Honey with a mohawk and shaved sides. Could be fun. It could be fun. Gonna erase that circle line here. There we go. Galore Inferno, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. There we go. Just doing a bit of a sadder looking face. But still make him smile. I like when characters have like droopy eyes, because typically droopy eyes are associated with like sad characters. But they can also look very mischievous and smug. I think that's it for that playlist. Yep. All right, next part. I kind of want to listen to more Cave Town, actually. Just kidding. Wasteland really quick. Or Sleepy. Yeah, or Sleepy. Have you ever tried something to do like do something like Lucifer's Eye? What's Lucifer's Eye? This world is a wasteland. Please let me go, 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 go. This world is a wasteland where nothing can grow. I used to have strength, but I ran out of hope. I know it's my fault that I'm here all alone. This world is a wasteland. What's the type of music called, I wonder? Usually love those, but the genre escapes me. This one? This is Wasteland by Royal and the Serpent. I don't know what kind of genre it is. One sec, I gotta close my window. There we go. Folk music? Oh yeah, the one before is by a channel called Blue Turtle. Do very excellent long playlists. Very good stuff. There we go. That's not bad for head proportions. Okay. Gotta adjust this cheek for sure, though. Is this a... Oh, this is Enemy. Not a bad song, though. Good afternoon, honey. Hope you're fully ready for this coming Christmas. No. I got so much to do for Christmas. Ah! That's fine, though. Johnny, thanks for the posture check. Oh, wish I could make a drawing, but I got an art block for over a year. It's pain. Yeah. What kind of art block do you got, Stunt Cat? Love your eye style, though. Thank you. My style is coming through my left hand. It's good. It's good. We're doing okay. We're making good progress. There we go. Little pointed elf ear. Lucifer's eye has sort of a slanted, sharp, evil-looking eye, at least from what I just looked up. Also, they have thicker eyebrows with sharp points connected to my previous answer. Oh. No, I don't think I've ever tried drawing that. At least not knowingly. I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Seems like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush. Call me when you're there. Said I bought you something rare, and I left it under Claire. And now she's coming up the stairs, and I'm pulling up a chair, and I'm pulling up my hair. Baby, I think you were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe. Been trying hard not to overeat. You're just so sweet. I wanna shower for you like you want. Clothes on the counter for you, try 'em on. If I'm allowed, I'll help you take 'em on. How goes art? Not bad, Soul Dude. It's going slow, but that's kind of what I expected. Nice slow art with my left hand, taking it easy and resting. And we're chilling. Not pushing anything, you know? We're learning, exactly, Myth. Have you heard the song Waters by another VTuber? No, I haven't. I know the song Get in the Water from the Epic Musical. Pictures in the mirror. Oh my god, her skin's so clear. Tell her, bring it over here. You need a seat, I volunteer. And she's smiling ear to ear. She's the headlights on the deer. Oh boy, and I'll say it again. I'm interested in more than just being your friend. I don't wanna break it, just want it to bend. I think this side of the face is a little too wide. Come on. Come on. Come on, Hannah. You can do it. I know it's just a hunch, but she might be the one. I use the liquefy tool. Oop, that's blurred. Eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she thinks like she might be the one. Okay, we're getting smoother lines. For like 1 second, there was a smooth line. Okay, okay. All right, Lefty. We're figuring this out. It's very smug looking elf. Yeah, very smug looking. Man, this reminds me of my old art, which is interesting because then that means that really the thing that has improved the most for me is probably my line art. The eyes in this piece give Pandy and Stocking. I can kind of see it. Honey God, you're my third most watched streamer. That's flattering. That's quite flattering, actually. Goddamn Mugen, thank you for the resub. Happy 20 months. Welcome on back. A goblin's so cute from Chile with Love. Thank you, Phil. Welcome. Just want to say your model looks cute. Okay, bye. Thank you, Echo. That's so kind of you. I made it myself. I'm glad you like it. What program is this? This is Clip Studio Paint. I'm drawing with my left hand. It's not looking too bad so far. Like, I'm not displeased with these results. Honestly, they're quite nice. The line art could use work, but I already knew that. The anatomy's still there. The active poses are still there. Some of the proportions are a little off, but that'll come with practice. I've seen the recent episode of Digital Circus. Yeah. I saw the most recent episode. It's pretty good. I like it. I like that Pomni is not the one suffering in this one. I think she needed a break. I don't know you at all. Finished a series with my friends last night. Wild. Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a fun little series. I don't mean, well, it's kind of little. It's got a whole team behind it. Actually, I want to try doing a profile piece. Let's see how this looks. She goes so high with this song. I've logged into Twitch for like a year. What's up? Not much. I'm just drawing with my left hand because I'm taking a break on my right hand. It's a little tight right now. And that's when it told me. Guys in this piece keep finding this document. Water Call was done by Lord Athelstan and Nyanners. Oh! Okay. I've heard... I like the song Witch from Nyanners. That's a good one. Honestly, I would give it a listen. I would give that one a listen right now. Open up the door, can you open up the door? Did you go to an art school? Yeah, I went to art school. I went to art school and learned how to do a whole bunch of art. I had drawing experience because when you go to art school, a lot of the times what you have to do is you have to already have a portfolio to submit for them to judge if it's a good idea for you to go to art school. Some art schools will accept you no matter what, which is where you got to be careful because sometimes they just want your money. But other times, for this art school, I actually got denied the first time I did it. So instead, I did their summer course, where they did a summer course there. Because usually if you do their summer course, it weeds out people who are not capable enough to do the course. And then if you apply again, they accept you, which is what happened to me. I got denied the first time. I did their summer course to polish up my portfolio. And then I applied again, got in. So, good stuff. It's like how acting schools will have you audition to get into them. Yeah, exactly. Gotta zoom in a little more with this one. Do you ever feel like if you did get used to drawing with your left, would it be hard to draw with your right one again? I don't know. I don't imagine it would be too difficult. Being able to draw with both would be nice. So I think practicing with my left hand is a good idea. But right-handed at heart. So it's what I'm most used to. Doesn't mean that my left hand can't be as good, but I think I would be able to pick it up quite quickly. Kind of like how I'm picking it up fairly quickly with my left hand. I'm remembering my habits right now. And I'm still so blue. Ooh. I thought we were the same, birds of a feather. Now I'm ashamed. I told you a lie. There's a lemon amour. Trying my best. That's in store. Open up the door. Out of the key. A bird in a cage. Thought you were made for me. When I say I'm over you, that's still not true, true. And I'm still so blue. I'm quasi-ambidextrous. Use the right for certain activities and my left for others. That's cool. Good arts you have there. Thank you, Anima. Glad you're liking it. I'm glad it's turning out good, too. This profile is turning out quite nice. I just have to erase some of the extra lines. My left hand is usually used for stabilization, whereas my right hand is used for most tasks. So my left hand is usually used to supporting anything the right side of my body does, whereas my left side is not used to taking up the spotlight, and my right side is not used to just sitting there and supporting my left side of my body. So it's interesting. I don't think my uni has illustration, only drawing, music, theater, or drafting? Interesting. Illustration usually gets wrapped into a bunch of different other courses because you do learn about composition in many different art courses, and illustration can be applied to that. It also depends on if you're doing digital illustration or a different medium. So sometimes the courses are based on what medium you're choosing. Almost make it sound like your hands have an anime character dynamic. Kind of. That is how I kind of feel like they exist, you know? Too afraid to step outside, ignored and petrified. There we go. Something like this. All right, that's looking pretty good. But I can't save you. Nice, nice. Okay. Nice to know my profile drawing's still very good. Could you see yourself practicing with the lefty more again now that it's had a chance to kick off the rest of it? Yeah, I could see that. Galar, thanks for the breather, Deem. I feel like now that the rust is coming off of my left hand, although I will probably draw with my right hand for speed reasons, it's nice to remember that my left hand is still a viable option. And that it does just take probably a couple months of shaking off the rust to get it almost on par with my right hand. Need to go, and I don't know if I'll be back before you leave, since I'm switching to night shift next week. Oh! Enjoy your vacation, have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good one, Leon. Yeah, my last stream for 2024, I guess, will be on Monday. At 5 p.m. PST. I'm thinking we're gonna do art. I will double check on how my arm is feeling, but yeah, I think it'll be nice. And then I'll see y'all in the new year. Could be fun. Could be neat. Rust, Honey's a cyborg. That's kind of cool, actually. I got to a mechanical. Actually, what armor doesn't usually gather rust, does it? It can. It's a metal. It's not always like stainless steel either. So perhaps. We're all cyborgs just to varying degrees. Are we? One sec, I'm just looking for my lip balm. My lips are chapped. Will I stay up all night? When you come and go, whatever state I'm in. Does it snow where you're from? I mean, sometimes it used to. We'll see how it goes this year, but maybe. All my love and patience, all my admiration, all the times I waited for you to want me naked, made it all look painless. Man, am I the greatest? I'm gonna see what my circles look like, actually, because they're kind of potato chip looking. Let's fix that. Doing what's right without a reward. We don't have to fight when it's not worth fighting for. And you don't wanna know what I would have done. Are you actually drawing left-handed? Yeah, I'm normally right-handed, but my arm is tight, so I'm giving it a break. And yeah, this is what my left-handed art looks like. It's not bad. The line art's a lot more scratchy, but that's alright. She's the SpongeBob method of just drawing a circle. Could be funny to draw all that just for a circle. All my love and patience, all my admiration, all the times I waited for you to want me naked, made it all look painless. Man, am I the greatest? The greatest. If your arm's too tight, maybe you need to go up to a bigger size. Gotta upgrade. Mario Gamer. I'm actually right-handed. I'm not left-handed, so this is outside of my realm of the usual. Just wanted passion from you. Just wanted what I gave you. I've waited and waited. Man, am I the greatest? God, I hate it. All my love and patience, all my I forgot the lyrics. Said your heart was jaded, you couldn't even break it. I shouldn't have to say this. We could have been the It still makes it look cool. Thank you. You got more talent in your left hand than my whole body. Honestly, Cheese Clown, it's a skill. It's not so much talent as it is a skill, so it's a thing that can be learned. I don't know. Talent implies natural inclination, almost as if you can't get there without hard work. There's a lot of hard work that goes into art, so it is a skill. Any plans for a winter outfit? Not currently. Could be neat, though. Interesting. Could be fun. Oh, this song is moody. Maybe it's not moody, but it's fun. For the rest of your life, felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes. But I need to confess, I told you a lie. I said you were the love of my life. The love of my life. Did I break your heart? Did I waste your time? I tried to be there for you, and you tried to break mine. It isn't asking for a lot for an apology, for making me feel like it'd kill you if I tried to leave. You said you'd never fall in love again because of me, and you moved on immediately. But I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes. But I need to confess, I told you a lie. And I said you were the love of my life. The love of my life. So you found her, now go fall in love, just like we were. If I ever was, it's not my fault. You did what I could, you made it so hard, like I knew you would. Thought I was depressed or losing my mind, stomach upset almost all of the time. But after I left, it was obvious why. Because for you, was the love of your life. But you were not mine. Is there such a thing as speed drawing contest? I don't know if there's a speed drawing contest, but speed drawing is definitely a thing people do. I just realized she doesn't put a chat and emote only mood when she's singing. Yeah, because I can I've practiced enough that I can now focus on singing without worrying about chat. It's a practice skill, baby. I used to do emote only, but now that my brain can focus a lot better with it, it's easier. It's a practice. And Ramus Max, or Renimus Max, my bad. Thank you for the 40 months. Welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. How goes left hand drawing? Not bad. Let me show you. This is left hand drawing so far. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. I'm pretty pleased with this. Like, I'm especially pleased with the profile view. I like that one. Nice to know that my profile views are still good no matter what hand I used to draw with. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Johnny. And E-Power, thank you for the posture check. Oh. Great voice. Thank you, Joshy. Your singing voice is so refined. I bet that took a while to nail down, but it's so good. Thank you. I have don't know. It's definitely improved since I started streaming because I'm using my voice more often. I still have to get professionally trained. I really want to try getting professionally trained. I'm just nervous and it's hard to book things. Hopity good evening, afternoon, Plugbear. She's gained fluster resistance. I've gotten stronger. How about a save? Yeah, let me save. Control S. There we go. Any thoughts on insurance mascots? Insurance mascots? Not really. I don't really know enough about insurance mascots. Or mascots in general, really. She's fluster resistant. She's become too powerful. Exactly. I'm becoming stronger. Bittersweet's a good song. Let's listen to. Nay, I shan't listen to Epic. Even if I really want to. Copycat's a good one. It's possible to learn this power with practice. I've inoculated myself against deflustering things. So now I've become stronger. I'm your crime. Push my buttons. Every time you got your finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. Silver dollar, poison, dirty water, poison rain, perfect murder. Take your aim, you know it belong to anyone, but everybody knows my name. By the way, you've been uninvited, 'cause all you say are all the same things I did. Hi, Heavenly. Welcome in. I hope you have a good day, too. We're just chilling. Copycat trying to cut my glamour. Why so sad, but he can't have mine. Gotta adjust the jaw for sure. Call me cruel. You're italic. I'm in bold. Cocky. Watch your tone, you better love me, 'cause you're just a clone. By the way, you've been uninvited, 'cause all you say are all the same things I did. As soon as I got here, driving. Have a good drive. Drive safe. I'm singing the song Copycat by Billie Eilish. I'd hate to see you go. Hate to be the one that told you so. You just crossed the line. You've run out of time. I'm so sorry, now you know. Sorry, I'm the one that told you so. Oh, such a high note. Sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. By the way, you've been uninvited, 'cause all you say are all the same things I did. Copycat trying to cut my glamour. Why so sad, but he can't have mine. Perhaps I will listen to... No, that song makes me strike. Meilleur ennemi. Billy's voice is beautiful. I love it. Chose qui m'est arrivée. Mais aussi la pire chose qui m'est arrivée. Un jour, je t'ai rencontré, je vais porter te pévré. Oh, that line is hard to do. Le pire des bénédictions. La plus belle des malédictions. Mais comme dit le dicton, un seul mérite de mal accompagné. Tu sais ce qu'on dit. Mais aussi, encore plus près des adversaires. Fuis-moi, le pire c'est toi et moi. Tu vas croire la voix. Oublie-moi, le pire c'est toi et moi. Pourquoi ton prénom me blesse? Quand il se cache juste à l'air dans l'espace, c'est que l'émotion, la haine ou la douceur. Quand j'entends ton prénom, je t'avais dit, ne regarde pas en arrière. Le passé qui te suit te fait la guerre. Fuis-moi, le pire c'est toi et moi. Mais ma meilleure ennemie c'est toi. Fuis-moi, le pire c'est toi et moi. Honey, grinding her left-handed drawing skill and flexing her max level bard skill. Let's go, baby. It's hard not to sing when I'm drawing because it's just too much fun. Yaki, thank you for the earwiggles. Honey, you've been to Japan? No, I haven't been to Japan before. I'm curious about traveling there because the food looks great. But really, like, I'm curious about just other cultures in general. I think going to, like, Japan, maybe, like, Thailand could be fun. Like, I'm very curious about drastically different cultures and experiencing their food and seeing what their architecture looks like. That's what I love to see, is just how their architecture is influenced by their culture and their beliefs, and as well as the environment around them. It's fascinating. Hi, Squiggles! I hope you're doing good. How was your birthday on Wednesday? Happy belated birthday, by the way. Zeppelin one. I was there 2 weeks ago. Japan was great. Oh, man. Where'd you go in Japan? If you don't mind me asking, by the way. Because, like, there are so many places you can go. I've heard the most tourist-friendly places are, like, Tokyo, because it has most of the English writing there. But I've never been, so don't know how accurate that is, you know? Squiggles, it was amazing. Got to play with some goofs, and it was really great. Yeah. It's a good time there. It's always fun playing with some cool homies. A lot of my friends make some real good gifts. Bits, too. Like, oh, their bit work is so funny and so snappy. It is insane. It's always fun hanging out with people who have very snappy conversation skills, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do what you do, but I'm fascinated by how you do it. How does your brain do it? I wonder if, like, witty chatter and, like, playful banter is, like, a skill to practice. Because I can banter occasionally. I'm not particularly skilled at it. And I can do bits sometimes. I'm okay at those. But I don't know if I have, like, the wit to keep up with someone who's just so fast and great at doing it, you know? It's 100% learnable. Yeah, Gabi, Gary, Mr. Manager, so witty. Oh, insanely witty. They're all very funny, and they're all, like, different flavors of it, too. Absolutely. One of my favorite bits to pull is just, like, y'all will probably notice this, and perhaps this is the magician revealing her tricks. But, like, a lot of the times, my bit is to be really quiet and focus on doing the tasks. Like if we're playing lethal, I focus on doing the tasks. And then as soon as something happens to me or like I'm hanging around with the other players, I will default to just a little guy. I will become just a little guy. My bit will be like, "You're not going to leave a little guy in here by herself? Like what am I gonna do? Get lost?" And it's the guilt trip bit work where it's like I'm not actually making my friends feel bad. I'm giving them an opportunity. I'm opening the door for a very funny joke for them to go, "Oh no, sweet child, no. I'm so sorry. Bye," and then push me off a cliff. Or Mr. Man's favorite part of this bit is like, "Yeah," and then he pushes me off a cliff. Intense quiet followed by goblin noises. Yeah. Yeah, that is like my go-to bit. It's not me being actually sad and a little guy, although I am just a sweet sweet little guy. It's me presenting the opportunity for my friends to do a bit. So what Mr. Manager is actually really skilled at, which I picked up from Mr. Manager, is setting up other people for bits. Hanging around with the goofballs, I learned different things. Like with Jumpster, I haven't learned how Jumpster can talk, but Jumpster does come back so quickly. I'm like, if I just watch you enough, maybe I'll understand. Same thing with Dingus. If I watch you, maybe I'll understand. With Mr. Manager, it's like, okay, Mr. Manager, you don't recognize it, but Mr. Manager's one of Mr. Manager's greatest skills is setting other people up for bits. It's really, really good. It's like guiding people to multiple avenues of different bits. He's very good at that. And so like I loved learning that skill and going like, "Ooh, what are opportunities for bits that I could present to people?" And a lot of the times my defaults to I don't play these games very much. So if I don't know, I will just go, "Hey guys, what's this?" And they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, honey, you found the creeper. You found the creature that will kill us if you bring it to our house. Congratulations. You've doomed us all." You know? Stuff like that. Who's Mr. Manager? Mr. Manager is a friend of ours. He doesn't stream. He used to stream a little bit. Um but he helped manage some of my friends in the Goofballs. This song is Goodbye from Arcane. I used to watch his streams, then he went to Ether. Yeah. I liked Mr. Manager's streams. He's very good at speaking and being funny at the same time, but also like very genuine. It's a very entertaining watch. The bits that I have learned from Gabi is escalation. Gabi's main bit, I love Gabi's bits. They are escalation. So I learned this after trying to set up jokes for Gabi, where I was like, "Ooh, here's an opportunity for my friend to do a bit. I will present it to them." And then Gabi will go, instead of building up to the funny part, Gabi will just immediately like sledgehammer to the hardest possible thing where I'm like, I can't think of one that is Gabi-esque, but I guess an example would just be like, "Hey Gabi, I can do this cool like juggling trick." And Gabi would be like, "Join the circus. Follow your passion. Leave." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Where do I go from there? What do I do with that?" Self love. My arm's doing pretty good. I am drawing left-handed, so it's getting a break and it's good. Thanks for the lurk, Joko. Sorry guys, I haven't been talking. Just started playing Marvel Rivals. Enjoy yourself. Have fun playing Marvel Rivals. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh. Those eyes are too. Those pupils are too low. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. I love her brain. I love Gabby's brain. Gabby's brain is fascinating. You learn a lot from listening to her and what she talks about and how she does bits. Each of my friends has like a different style of doing bits. I will say my default style is very much little guy. Just a little guy, because a lot of the times whenever I play a new game, my friends are like, "Oh, play this game, honey. Let's see what it's about." And I'll play it. And I'll be like, "I have no idea what the controls are. I don't know how to do this." And so anytime I'm introduced to the game, my default is little guy because I am just a little guy in a game. The way I'm holding my stylus makes it look like it's deformed. Yeah, I'm holding it my stylus different than I usually do, and I'm trying to get good habits and build it properly. Welcome to the playground, follow me. Tell me your nightmares and fantasies. Sleep into the wasteland underneath. Stay for the night, I'll show you a dream. Oh, welcome to the playground. The way how I'm holding my stylus. Oh, I already did that. Love the support little guy aesthetic. Can't help but charge his danger like a tank, though. Yeah. Oftentimes when I'm the little guy and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. After people explain things to me, I'm like, okay. Time to be reckless because it'll be funny. Sour Plum, Hokkaido is amazing. I recommend City of Sapporo into Hokkaido. It's more chilled out Tokyo. Food is great and super cheap. You could learn some basic Japanese. Ah, okay. Welcome to the playground. Follow me. Tell me your nightmares and fantasies. Sink into the wasteland underneath. Stay for the night, I'll show you a dream. Oh. What is your wisdom of goblin for the day? Sometimes it's fun to be bad at something, so give it a try. Like, I am not particularly good at drawing with my left hand, but it's fun to be bad at it, because there's less pressure to be good at it, you know? There's a freedom in it, where I'm like, I know my stuff isn't going to be amazing, so I'm going to have fun anyways. I like to make scrungly PNG tubers to my friends with my left hand. They come out so whack. Oh, that's fun! Left-handed PNG tuber drawing sounds like a great idea, actually. Because it's meant to be scrungly. Oh, there was too much pressure on that one. But yeah, if it's meant to be scrungly, there's a lot of appeal in that. Welcome to the playground, follow me. Tell me your nightmares and fantasies. Sink into the wasteland underneath. Stay for the night, I'll show you a dream. Yeet, thank you for the breather team. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I think I'll stream for another 20-ish minutes, and then I'll call it a stream. That way I can get some lunch. And me. And do you happen to know what a good art site is? I've used DeviantArt for years, and they've started showing AI-generated explicit porn ads on my gallery, so I'm looking for other places. That's unfortunate. Currently, the best place I can think of is Blue Sky. It's very new and very fresh, though. A lot of people are posting their backlogs, such as myself. But I guess Tumblr would be okay. Tumblr's been a little weird for me lately. It's keeps opening things up whenever I don't want to. And it's not showing a whole bunch of art because not a whole lot of people are posting on Tumblr either, so there's that problem. I think Blue Sky might be the best place right now, unfortunately. But I trained to be ambidextrous. 35 is mindset, 20% muscle building, 45% self-confidence. Yeah, it takes a bit. Oh, Kara is another one. Kara is very good, too. I haven't been on it, but, like, I have heard good things from other artists. What about Newgrounds? I don't know about Newgrounds. I haven't really seen anything on it. Like, I don't go to it. But it could be. I don't actually know. Tumblr has such potential, but is staffed by buffoons who have given up on everything. Yeah, it's frustrating. But once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. My enemy. I think these faces feel a little like Play-Doh-y, but that's probably just lack of practice with my left hand. Sucks because DeviantArt was the one good free art portfolio site, and it's gone down the gutter. Yeah, it's tough out there. It's tough out here for artists. My enemy. You moved to Runeterra? Which city would you join? I don't know enough about League or Runeterra, really. I feel like emo music, or I don't know you or not, if you do or not, but this dude named Little Revive is really good. A Cuphead style album. Ooh, that sounds neat. I haven't heard of that. Question: do you hold your pencil differently when it's a wood pencil or stylus pen, and if so, how? I asked because I saw how differently I hold pencils differently for my family since my hands are bigger than theirs. Yeah, I hold it differently, but not really. The main reason it's held differently is because my stylus is thicker than pencils, which is better for your grip. Smaller pencils, I will hold them the same way, but the grip will just be smaller. If I hold them, there is a different way to hold pencils, which is life drawing style, which doesn't really work for digital, which is where you basically make a fist, hold the pencil in your fist, and then hold the tip of the pencil with your index and your thumb, and then draw with that point. Like let me show y'all. Like when you're holding charcoal. A lot of people draw really weird, and that's fine. Life drawing charcoal hand position. Yeah, here we go. Here is a image. Here we go. Did I post it correctly? There we go. Like this. This is one way you can hold a pencil. Typically, this doesn't work as well for digital because of the pen pressure and all the settings for it. But that is sometimes how I hold charcoal when I do life drawing. That's actually usually how I draw it. That's kind of how you're supposed to draw it because you want to draw with the side of the charcoal to do long filling in strokes. But for drawing regularly, let me find an example. Hand position for pencil. Yeah, mine is a little closer to this. Here we go. My hand position is closer to this for both my left and right hand. That's just how I've done it. There is another way to do it where instead of holding it with your index and thumb, you can hold it with your middle and thumb. This is one way to actually draw without stressing out your wrist as much. Holding it with your middle finger releases some tension in the wrist. So I think there was like a Pixar animator who worked on a Cintiq and would specifically like not touch the pencil with his index finger because it was just better for his wrist. Which it's not a bad idea. I've tried it. It's pretty good. Doesn't really change much. I'm just so used to index. Palmer method, yeah. There's a position for writing in cursive. Oh, is that it? See you later, Brank. Yodel, honey. I mean, I'm pretty close to a Yordle, honestly. I looked it up and I'm just like, they don't really have goblins. Now I'm a picture perfect face with that wild in my veins. You can hear it in my ground. This ain't too bad. I want to add like the hair. Excuse me. I got hiccups. No. Left. Chaos, thank you for the hydrate. Hold breath for 1 minute? I don't know if I can hold my breath for 1 minute. Left. Hand. Oh gosh, right above. Nope, that's an N. Handed. Art. Oh gosh, my handwriting is so much messier. So keep your eyes on me now. That's not bad. Honestly, that's not too bad. I think that's enough land-handed art for today. I can feel my brain sort of getting tired of doing it, and so I'm going to gently go like, okay, we did about 7 faces and a bunch of warm-ups, some writing. That's pretty good. The longest I've ever been able to muster holding my breath is 2.5 minutes. Jeez. It works for me for hiccups. Might have to try. Hold your breath and swallow. Not no, I didn't assume it was. Don't worry, you're okay. Hold your breath and swallow air. Huh. Would yawning work? Because I yawned and now my hiccups are seemingly quiet. I don't hear them, so my limit is 1 minute. I don't know how long I can hold my breath. Honestly, it's been a while since I've tried. I would say League is definitely not my thing, but their music is something else. League has a great animation and music team. The artists working for League are great. But League itself, I will not get into because I don't really play League. It all came out really well too, despite it being a while since you last used your lefty. It's cool your style still comes through. Yeah, you can see it. It's very nice. Everything about League is cool except the game. Yeah, exactly. That's the frustrating thing. Everything about League and around it is so cool, and it tricks you into thinking it's a cool game. Apparently it is fun for people who like it, but I don't know if I want to get into it. I don't know if I could do that. Let the dome go down. Let the drum go down. I just wanna be free. Ain't no way you stopping me. Said I wanted to fly. Isn't just PvP Diablo with mobs and resets for each battle, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't played it. Take it from someone who got anxiety attacks from League. Don't. Gotcha. Gotcha. Hi, Megatron. I hope you're doing good. I'm just wrapping up stream about now. I'm doing some like stretches on my chair right now, which is why I'm moving side to side. And we're taking care of ourselves. We're taking care of ourselves. I got one more stream until I am on vacation for a month. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be on vacation for a month. That's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be a good time, honestly. A dynamic stream? Yeah. The stream, it's been 3 hours, baby. But that's okay. I'll be streaming on Monday at 5 p.m. PST or 8 p.m. EST, depending on your time zone. And I think that'll be the last stream of 2024 for me. I will probably be streaming mid-January is the goal for coming back. We'll see if my family is still here during Christmas. Gotta listen to League's music and Enemy with JID's verse later. It's a good verse. I like it. And also, Sledgeman, thank you for the resub. Happy 31 months. Welcome home back. 31 months of the best gobble. Hope you've been doing well. Thank you. I've been doing pretty good. I've been chilling, taking it easy, not stressing too much. I'm taking care of my arm because I did stress it out, so we're taking it nice and slow. We're not rushing. Why did y'all start a hype train? I'm wrapping up stream. What do you mean there's a hype train? What do you mean? Caffeine and tobacco rushes have been restocked. If Animal Crossing was real, which villager would you want? I don't know. There's so many good villagers. They're very, very cute. I'd probably want a villager that would keep me on my toes, you know? I think that kind of villager would be really fun. Excuse me, why am I yawning? Laurie, thank you for the sub with Prime. And Majorum, thank you for the 100 shinies. Smith, thank you for the 450 shinies. What do you mean? What are y'all doing? Come on. What do you mean? A level 1 hype train. I still got one more stream before I go on vacation. I'm going on vacation in like a couple days. I gotta see family. All right, let me save this work. Couple will be missed. Thank you. Thank you. I'll miss streaming. I really like streaming. It's fun. Every time I start streaming, I'm like, will I be anxious? Will I be nervous again? And thankfully, people have been very, very cool and kind. I do appreciate that. Metro, thank you for the 400 shinies. Just getting it to level. Tony, thank you for the 100 shinies. Oh no, this honey goblin was able to successfully take the bits I got in my hand. Totally didn't open up my wallet and give the honey goblin the bits. Thank you, Tony. And also, Tony, thank you for the posture check. Let me keep stretching my arm because I gotta take care of my arm. It's funny, the hype train levels are like Christmassy looking. I didn't know they were Christmassy looking. Oh, excuse me. And Omega Trend, thank you for the 100 shinies. Well, did you happen to see the art that I wanted to critique? It's fine if not, I don't want to pressure you off the bits. Oh, thank you. I did not see it. Is it in an artisan's table or art feedback? How dare you take a break for your well-being? How dare streamer/artist take vacation? How dare she? Can you imagine? Feedback, it's been a bit. In feedback, gotcha. Gotcha, my bad. I have been busy prepping for vacation. Hope you have a good rest today. I'm off to help my church get ready for tomorrow. Have fun. I hope you have a good time. How to find your Discord? Yeah, there's a Discord command. I am not particularly active in it. Like, my mods will tell you this. I am not active in it because I am, more often than not, I am either out of my house or doing work. I got a busy life outside of streaming. And it's very nice. I am glad that I have a lot to do because it makes me know that like I am active in my family's life. Especially now that I am an auntie. Gosh, things are interesting now that I'm an auntie. I never expected my younger sibling to be the one to have kids. Like, I don't think I am built for kids. Honestly, I am way too obsessed for kids. I worry that if I have any little child running around for too long and I'm responsible for them, I'll be like, but what about art? But what if I want to do art and focus on art for my usual 8 to 10 hours a day? And then the kid forgets, or I forget about taking care of the kid. Like, I'm too scared of that happening, honestly. What kind of aunt would you describe yourself? I'm a fun auntie. I'm a fun auntie. Kind of. I took my little nephew to the pool with my dad. It was fun. He liked the water. He's a little nervous of it, but he I had to change him out of his swim gear, and I had to make sure that he was washed off. Problem was, the place I was going to only had showers, and he does not like showers. So while I put him in the shower and scrubbed him all off and put like shampoo in his hair and washed his body, he was screaming like he was traumatized. It was so scary. I was like, I'm so sorry, bud. I'm so sorry, my sweet, sweet nephew. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. I'm so, so sorry. I know. And so my nephew, he can't speak yet. He can't speak yet. All he knows how to do is communicate by pointing, and he's really good at communicating by pointing. So every time he would be upset, he would point to the door of the change room because he wanted to leave. He wanted to leave, and so he would point to it constantly. I'd be like, no, I'm so sorry, buddy. Like, your grandpa's getting changed. I gotta put clothes on you. I gotta wash you off and dry you. I'm so sorry. And he would just scream and cry like it was the most terrifying thing ever. And I'm like, ah. And I told my sibling this afterwards, and they were like, "Oh, little baby, did you traumatize Auntie Honey?" And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of did." And here's the thing, as soon as he was out of the change room, I gave him to my dad, and my dad was like, "Okay, cool, I got him." And I took my turn to get showered and changed. I got out, nothing. Almost like he acted like nothing had happened. He was smiley and holding my hand and everything, and I'm just like, how dare you? My sweet, sweet baby nephew. You scared me so much. And my sibling was like, yeah, he just does that. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's just a shower. He just hates the shower. He hates showers. He loves baths. He hates showers. I want to try VTubing, but I suspect my parents wouldn't leave me alone for long enough to stream more than an hour uninterrupted. That is a little tough. Yeah. That is a little tougher, for sure. Also, thank you for the level 2 hype train. Back from the gym, beautiful sketches, somebody. Thank you, Dingy. We're just about to wrap up. I just wanted the hype train to end so that I could be like, okay, now we go off. We go visit somebody else. And we get to admire the art. I have 5 sisters, and I was told I'd be a good dad. No, definitely won't be a dad anytime soon. Already. I'm not ready either. I'm not ready to be a parent. No, I've seen what it has done to my younger sibling, and I'm like, I'm not ready to give up art to for another human being, for another little baby. Dingus, they stalled enough for me to get back. They held me off. They stopped me from raiding so that Dingy could stop by one more time and say hello. Let's listen to a sweet little song. Where is this song? Where is it? It was right there. There it is. Oh, hype train's over. What are y'all doing? Dang girl, your offhanded art is better than my dominant handed art. Thank you, Stormwave. Thank you for 150 shinies. And Yossi, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. I'm wrapping up stream so that I can get lunch. What the heck? But yeah, these are my left-handed sketches. I'm drawing left-handed today because I'm taking a break on my right hand. And it turned out pretty good. Dynasties and Dystopias, let's go. I love Dynasties and Dystopias. Echo's episodes are always good. I have no notes for any of Echo's episodes. All the other episodes' notes are basically just like, put Echo in there. Put Echo in there. There should be more Echo. He is the protagonist. He should be. Thank you for the stream, home. We gonna miss you on vacation? Yeah, I'm streaming on Monday. One last stream at 5 p.m. PST on Monday. And then I'm on vacation I'll be hanging out with my family and taking it easy and doing work behind the scenes. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not going to be all rest. It's going to be a lot of working for the future. A lot of interesting models coming up. I got some fun clients. Arcane Season 2 is the gayest piece of meat I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. No notes. Very good. Very, very good. I do love Echo. Oh, and Svika. I wanted more Svika. Svika just disappeared for like a good chunk of it, and I'm like, please, give her back. Give her back. I want to see her. Just take care of yourself, please. I will. So don't try to rope you into some lethal. Oh, I would. Problem is, I'll be hanging out with family so much. I don't know if I can. It could be fun. Dun, dun. Honey, you better take a rest. We must send bits flying to you. I will take a rest. I will take a rest. Thank you. Do you have any suggestions for cutting a character model for rigging in Live 2D? Look at Kira Omori and Dream Trove. Those are the two channels that I used to learn the most in the beginning. Highly recommend checking out Dream Trove. Dream Trove is great if you have a short attention span. Kira Omori, also very good. Everyone's super mega hype train, so can't leave. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I'll see y'all on Monday. I'm just making sure the person I'm thinking of raiding is not wrapping up stream as we speak, because I do not want to raid them as they end stream. Make them feel like they have to go, you know? Dynasties and dystopia. Oh, right. There we go. Let's see if they're still live. Dynasties and dystopia. Perfect. Excellent. So, I'm actually going to send y'all over to a very, very skilled streamer who actually made a tutorial for how to do closed captioning, which I'm so thankful for, which I use currently, as well as a very prominent skilled short stack artist. Granted, keep in mind, this artist's art is not safe for work. However, I believe this stream is safe for work, so keep that in mind. But it is a great place to ask questions, I believe, and see how this person started streaming. I think y'all will really like it. Bye, honey. Hope your arm feels better soon. Thank you. I'm glad my arm currently feels pretty good. But yeah, we're just gonna take it easy, because I don't want to hurt it right before I go on vacation, because that would really suck. Gone sucker. We're gonna go visit OceanX. If I'm not mistaken, OceanX. I will have to double check their pronouns. She, they. OceanX is she, they pronouns. Bandlebro, I would have to double check Bandlebro's pronouns. Pretty sure it is. It might be she, they, but no harm in asking, you know? I will see y'all very soon. I'm sending y'all over. Honestly, OceanX's model is so fascinating. It's a PNG animated VTuber, which is actually animated. It's not based on tracking. It's fascinating. I love seeing how she moves. Very, very cool. I think y'all will really like it. What is the raid message? Let's see. Let's do... Thanks so much for another amazing stream. Thank you, Johnny. And thank you, Noah. I'm glad you enjoyed this stream. Today is my last day performing for a musical. So thanks for helping me nervousness in the stream. No worries. I hope you have fun. Lefty raid? You know what? Lefty raid is not a bad one. Let me just do that. Do this. Righty too tight. Okay, righty too tidy is very good. So lefty Lucy. There you go. Righty too tidy, so lefty Lucy. Let's go, baby. I think that's a good raid message. I hope y'all have fun. You take it easy. I will see y'all very, very soon. Bye-bye.